Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the Georgia Pro Virtual College Fair. We are so excited to have you. Before we get started, the presenters have some great information to share with you tonight. Before we get started, we do have a few housekeeping items to note. First, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to use the Q&A button to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. They are available and ready to answer any questions you have. Second, your camera and microphone are off. You are muted and your video is off. The panelists can't see or hear you. There are more sessions going on, so if you are interested in hearing from other presenters from different schools, please feel free to sign up for additional sessions for the next time slot. And then lastly, this recording will be available a week from today. You can access this recording at stripescan.com/probe. Before we jump into our first presenter, I do want to go ahead and share the order in which our presenters will be sharing tonight. We are in session E5. Again, that's session E5 where my mouse is. So without further ado, I will pass it over to our first presenter from Champlain University.
Great, thanks, Catherine. So hi, folks. I hope that you can hear me all right and see my screen there. My name is Liz Van Luling, and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Champlain College. Champlain, I'll tell you a little bit today about where we're located, more about our academics and kind of scene on campus. But we are located in Burlington, Vermont. Yes, Vermont, up there in the Northeast. We have about 2,100 undergraduate students from 40 different states and 18 different countries, so well represented on campus. So let me tell you a little bit more about where we're located. So we are up in the northern quadrant of Vermont. We overlook Lake Champlain, which you can see behind me, and the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York. We are about 30 minutes to the Canadian border, so sometimes it's quicker to hop over to Montreal than to jump down to New York City or Boston, depending on the border, of course. And we actually have satellite campuses in Montreal, Canada, and Dublin, Ireland. So our students are able to study abroad in those locations and get great internships while abroad. So you can see here some of the average drive times to some of our local cities in the Northeast. I do want to also point out that Burlington has an international airport just 3 miles from our campus. So it's easy to get to us that way. Or we also have an Amtrak station and a bus depot. So it's fairly easy to get back and forth from Burlington. To tell you a little bit more about Burlington, we also are nestled next to the University of Vermont and St. Michael's College. So there's about 14,000 college students that come to our city every single year for college. What's really cool about your campus experience at Champlain is that our first year students actually live in 20 renovated Victorian homes. So these are actual houses that are nestled within a neighborhood in Burlington, again, overlooking the lake. So some really coveted porch front views when the sun goes down. It's a nice kind of community feel, again, built into the city. And we do kind of merge the old with the new. So as you move up through your years, you'll have more traditional housing as well as apartment style in downtown Burlington junior, senior year. We also have an apiary on campus nestled in with these mansions. So kind of a unique residential experience each year. I also want to talk about our academics. So we are known for our upside down curriculum. This means that students actually apply with a major intention when they come to Champlain. And they start in that major in the first year, so they get that gut feeling if it's a fit for them. We also have an undecided route, so you can try a few different majors out and then declare. But I do want to show you some of our majors here. You're going to see we only have 30 majors. They're very select. The reason for that is we've invested in these very specific majors. We have faculty who are not only teaching in the profession, but they also have practice in the field. So it's great connections for you and internship opportunities. We're founded as a school of business. You can see our prominent Stiller School of Business there with a customizable business degree. In our Education and Human Studies division, we have a fantastic criminal justice program with a social justice lens. You can see in information and technology sciences, we have a really popular cybersecurity program, as well as digital forensics. So lots of grant funded research going on there. In our communication and creative media focus, we have an award-winning film program, and you can see through different divisions, we actually have a niche game development program with 5 game majors: game art, game design, game production management, game programming, and game sound design. So really cool there. I don't have time to talk about all of these, but definitely shoot me a message in the Q&A if you have questions about any of these majors or Champlain. Also want to kind of think post-grad. You know, we talked about the upside down curriculum, how you get in the classroom experience in your first year. And that means that you can start internships earlier in your college career than some of your peers at other institutions. And it shows that experience pays off. Most of our students have a job upon graduation, or, you know, are continuing their education towards law school or an MBA or other degrees. But of the students that are employed upon graduation, 100% are actually employed in the field that they studied. So they're not kind of just working retail or working, you know, in a place that doesn't have a fit for their passion. They're in line with their degree. The last thing, I know I'm running out of time here, but I do want to kind of stress for folks as you're starting this process of applying to colleges next year or the year after, and you're exploring your options, every school does it a little bit differently. So we are on the Common App or Champlain app. We've been test optional for 4 years. So no worries there if you can't get access to an SAT or ACT. And what's nice about that is we have merit scholarships that are guaranteed for all 4 years for our incoming first year students. And then we also encourage you to, you know, submit your FAFSA as part of the financial aid process. See what need-based aid you're also able to get with us. As I mentioned, merit scholarships are good for all 4 years. We also are an institution that encourages you to look outside of our institution. If you are awarded a private scholarship from someone like a Rotary Club, Dunkin' Donuts, Coca-Cola, you know, we don't actually reduce your merit aid if you get outside scholarships. Some colleges do, so definitely ask those questions. And the last line here that I can part with is just, you know, stressing, I know you're not able to necessarily get up to Vermont anytime soon or New England, but we do have some great virtual event opportunities for you. So check out our Explore Champlain Open House to win some prizes with us, or do an info session or a virtual tour. So I think that's my time, but I do want to say I'll drop my contact information in the chat feature, and I'd love to answer your questions behind the scenes. So thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll move to our next presenter from Auburn University.
Hello and War Eagle, everyone. My name is Virginia Elliott, and I am the Auburn University Admissions Advisor for the Metro Atlanta area. I'm really excited to be here with you all tonight. If you are applying to Auburn this next year, coming from the state of Georgia, you'll either be working with me, the Atlanta Regional Admissions Advisor, or our other admissions advisor from the state of Georgia, Ryan Cole. So we're really excited to be working with you moving forward. So first off, I have a fun little video for you all, and I've turned the sound on so hopefully you can see this. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed watching that student life video that shows you just a couple of parts of campus. You got some nice aerial views, some pictures of students on campus studying and hanging out, working on their classes, that type of thing. So if you're not able to get down to campus to visit right now, hopefully that gives you a little idea of what our campus looks like. I'm a little partial because I am an Auburn grad, so I do know that Auburn's campus is very beautiful. Auburn University is located in beautiful Auburn, Alabama. We are about an hour and a half to 2 hours drive away from the Atlanta area, if you are coming from the Atlanta area. And so first off, I wanted to talk a little bit about enrollment. So our total enrollment is right at 30,000 students. Our incoming freshman class usually sits right about 4,800 students, and our total undergraduate enrollment is a little bit above 24,000 students. So we are considered a larger university, but even though we are a larger university, we maintain a student to faculty ratio of 19:1. So we do want to make sure that when our students come to Auburn that you are successful. I think that's something that Auburn does really well, is really take care of its students. So we are designated as an R1 research institution, which means that we're conducting the highest form of research on a college campus out there. So we're very proud of that. And usually when you see research institutions, those schools are best well known for the STEM fields. And it just so happens that Auburn is well known for its STEM programs. So our engineering programs, pre-med programs, but we're also very well known for our College of Business, our School of Architecture, any of our design programs. We're also very well known for our aviation program, so that professional flight program, nursing as well. So we have over 150 different majors. So hopefully we have the program that you're interested in studying. When you're interested in either visiting campus or visiting our websites and learning more about the school, I strongly encourage my students to learn a little bit more about the academic programs that we have available. So I'm more than happy to get you in touch with those academic programs or partners. One thing that I also want to mention, you'll see on this slide right here, I believe in work, hard work. So at Auburn University, we do have what we call the Auburn Creed. And I strongly encourage students to read through the Auburn Creed because reading through the Auburn Creed, it can give you an idea of what our campus culture is like. And so after reading through the Auburn Creed, if you feel like you like what it says and it resonates with you, then I definitely recommend keeping Auburn on your list of potential colleges. So the first line in our Auburn Creed is, I believe in work, hard work. And I do think that that is true of the Auburn student body, that we, of course, love to have fun, but academics are first and foremost at Auburn. All right. So like I mentioned, we do want to have fun. We want you to make the most of your time while you're on campus. And that's why we have over 500 different clubs and organizations available to you. So we have larger organizations. We also have smaller specialty organizations. So we really encourage our students to find their place on campus and get involved. And I think that that really helps you make the most of your time. We also, like I mentioned earlier, I think Auburn does a really great job of taking care of its students. So we also want to make sure that you have everything that you need as far as academic success, but we also want to make sure that you're feeling good mentally and physically. So if you're feeling good mentally and physically, and your physical and mental health and happiness is at a priority, then that helps you make the most of your experience as well. And so we have one of the top ranked rec and wellness centers in the nation. So I strongly encourage students to take advantage of that while you're on our campus. And then also we have an amazing medical center on our campus as well that offers anything from mental health counseling to chiropractic and massage. So there are a lot of different options for you on campus. And happiest students, Princeton Review has ranked Auburn University in the top 20 colleges out of both public and private schools with the happiest students. And so we on Auburn's campus, of course, know, but we encourage students to try to come check out campus and see what makes Auburn so special. And then to end, the last line of the Auburn Creed is, I believe in Auburn and love it. And so right now, still in the middle of the pandemic, of course, we do have virtual tour options. I love when students are able to take advantage of touring our campus virtually. And then also we are offering limited in-person campus tours as well. So I'll also put my contact information in the chat and I'd love to work with you moving forward. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So much great information. So next we have a presentation from Columbus College of Art and Design.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here This evening, visiting you all in Georgia. My name is Ellen Ellis, and I'm the admissions team lead at Columbus College of Art and Design, or as we call it, CCAD. We're located in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm going to share my screen here because what would it be to talk about an art and design college without some visuals, right? So let me get set up here. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing my screen there, and it says Columbus College of Art and Design, again in Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio is located right in the middle of the state of Ohio. And if you're wondering where Ohio is, we're somewhere out there in the Midwest. But we are in the Eastern time zone, located right next to Pennsylvania, also a fairly short drive from New York, and also a 5-ish hour drive from Chicago, Illinois. So Columbus itself is a wonderful metropolitan center, but we are an easy car ride or airplane ride away from other nearby metropolitan centers as well that are so important to many artists. I am going to share a video, although I've heard the sound's not so great, so I'm just going to kind of mute and let you see some of these visuals while I share a little bit about us. So this video here really is kind of looking through the eyes of our students. You'll see them working in a variety of our on-campus labs, studios, and facilities. We're about 1,100 total students, which in this grander scheme of things in the college world is a small college. We're a tight-knit community across about a dozen or so total buildings. And really what that translates into for you as a student is like I said, a tight-knit community entirely focused on the visual arts and visual arts learning, supportive faculty and staff who also come to the classroom with a passion for arts and making and problem solving in a really modern, high-tech environment with all the tools and resources you would need to know to thrive in a career after graduation. Our class sizes are small with about a 9 or 10 to 1 student to faculty ratio. And again, like I said, what you're seeing before you in this video are students working across a variety of major interests digitally, physically, crafting with wood, working with metal. It's not just painting and drawing. At a college like Columbus College of Art and Design, we explore so much more than that. So let me go to my next slide here. There we go. So as I mentioned, or our size, about 1,100 total students, and how that translates into this really nice, tight, close-knit class size of about 9 or 10 to 1 student to faculty ratio. We are celebrating our 141st birthday this year. We are the oldest private art and design institution in the country, a school founded by women with a modern vision for what an advanced art education could look like for its community. And I always like to say that while we have a long experience and an old history in what we do, it does not make us old-fashioned. As I mentioned, our facilities are high-tech. We have a number of wood shops, painting studios, glass blowing facilities. Our animation and game art and illustration programs are some of the highest ranked in the country. The animation studio space was actually just recently renovated. It's our largest, most popular major, and game art is a new major that's kind of branched out of the animation department. Students in those majors in particular go on to work for Disney, Pixar, Cartoon Network, like you name it, and they're there. And it's those kinds of relationships that our faculty have with alumni that they're able to connect back to you while being a student at CCAD. So these are the majors we offer, 11 different majors, all focused in various facets of the visual arts. You'll see some fairly common majors you might expect, such as fine arts, illustration, photography, but you'll also see some more cutting edge ones. I mentioned before, animation, game art and design, interior architecture and design, as well as industrial design and fashion. Columbus is actually home to the 3rd largest number of fashion designers living and working within a city. New York's number 1, LA is number 2, Columbus is number 3. So it's kind of a cool fun fact to keep in mind if you're interested in getting into the world of retail design, fashion design, apparel, or accessory design. We have, we're located right in the midst of a city that is a thriving community for fashion design and other apparel. Here's some examples of alumni and amazing things they're out doing in the world. I mentioned Disney Pixar before. One of our alumni, Dan Scanlon, got his start in our animation department. When he graduated, he actually became a storyboard artist at Pixar on the Toy Story series, and now he is the director of movies and major motion pictures like Onward. Katura Bobo is a beautiful painter and illustrator. This is just one example of some of her work with Grace Byers' I Am Enough. Her illustrations represent and tell the stories of a diverse community of children and their families. And what a better time to be telling those stories than now. We're so proud of her. Also, you'll see here this major motion picture poster for The Incredible Jake Parker by Angelo Thomas. He is a film and video alumni. He actually penned his own semi-autobiographical novel about a character named Jake Parker, and actually turned that novel into a full-length feature film, which was released last year. Susannah Madrid is an independent shoe designer based in Milan, Italy. She joined us with a passion for making, studied fashion design, and now has her own high-end luxury footwear brand. Again, her name is Susannah Madrid if you want to check her out. We have founders of vegan, sustainable, high-end luxury apparel, and just so many alumni exploring so many wonderful different facets of their creative passions. I'd love to tell you more, although I do see I'm running out of time. If you'd like to learn more about the application process at CCAD, our Columbus community, or a community of thriving artists, please reach out at admissions@ccad.edu. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you. We are about halfway through our presentations tonight. And so I do want to remind our attendees, our audience, if you have any questions at all, to feel free to submit those through the Q&A button. There's been a lot of questions coming in, so thank you so much. Again, our representatives are there and they're ready to answer your questions here on the spot. So we'll go ahead and turn it over and keep going for our next representative from Georgia Northwestern Technical College.
All right, thank you so much. And yeah, it's great to be with you here tonight. And what an honor to be with these great colleges. And I'm Jason Gamble. I'm with Georgia Northwestern Technical College. And I just wanted to share a little bit about Georgia Northwestern with you. I'm gonna share my screen in just a second. And first of all, let me say that these schools are just tremendous, and it's great to hear about this information. And let me speak to the students real quick. If you're looking for a local option, perhaps you want to stay in the state of Georgia and just looking for a local option to maybe do a 2-year path, maybe through take a certificate or diploma or associate degree. Well, maybe we can help you out at Georgia Northwestern. So I'm going to briefly share my screen and share a brief video with you here. Sorry about that.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College offers high-quality technical education and workforce development programs to the Northwest Georgia region. We prepare students.
We can't see your screen.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Dedication to industry standards.
No worries.
Training that meets the requirements
Wow.
of business and
Okay.
industry.
Yeah, the PLCs here, we use the exact same ones at Shaw.
Mm.
And, that was big help. As far as the motor controls and drive, we use that.
Sorry.
every day.
No problem.
Whew. Let's do this. Can you see this PowerPoint?
We cannot, no.
Oh man. Okay, well, my apologies. Wow. I tell you what, could we move forward in the program? And
Yep, absolutely. Yep. So we'll go ahead and move it over to our next presenter, and
Sorry about
then
that.
we'll just circle back to you at the very end. No problem. So we'll hear from our next representative from Agnes Scott College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Irfa Hirani. I am a senior admission at Agnes College. I hope you are able to see my screen right now. If not, I'm sure our facilitator will let us know. But thank you for spending some time with me today. I know we have a brief amount of time to share with you all that Agnes has to offer, so we'll dive right in. The first thing that I wanted to chat with you about was our campus and our community. So our campus community is made up of a little bit over 1,000 students, but I say small but mighty. We pack a ton of diversity into our student body. So I want to talk through a couple of those different identities on our campus. Our campus represents 42 states and 17 countries, and about 63% of our students identify as students of color. You're seeing some beautiful faces on the screen, so these are the faces you would see had you been walking around on our campus with us today. We don't really have a racial majority on campus, which is another aspect that makes Agnes Scott a really unique institution. Another fun fact, about 33% of our students are first-gen college students, which is also a really important group and support system for students to have on our campus. A few more highlights, we are an inclusive women's college. What that means is we do have gender diversity on our campus, students that identify as transgender, agender, gender fluid, etc. We have a liberal arts curriculum, so we are liberal arts focused. What this means is academically, we have students that want to major in STEM, humanities, fine arts, and more. We are a Division III athletics institution with 6 different sports, and our campus and our location, we are located in Decatur, Georgia, which is about 10 minutes outside downtown city center of Atlanta. So kind of that prime ideal location within Atlanta if you want to be in Georgia for college. I know that there's limited time, so really what I want to mention about Agnes Scott is that we are anchored in our mission statement, and our graduates really want to live by this philosophy. The mission of Agnes Scott College is to educate women to think deeply, live honorably, and to engage the social and intellectual challenges of our times. So not only do students persevere in their academics, but they want to live by this philosophy as they move forward in life. Speaking of our academics, we offer 34 majors and 31 minors. We also have 3 dual degree programs with partnerships with Georgia Tech and Emory University, being within kind of that 10-15 minute radius of each other. We also have 6 graduate programs that we offer at Agnes Scott. And like I mentioned, our liberal arts curriculum ranges from STEM to humanities to fine arts. So a few examples of that, our top majors include psychology, public health, neuroscience, business management, and more. A lot of our students want to continue to pursue higher education, so we do have a few master's pathways as well. If they want to continue taking classes at Agnes Scott, we have an Agnes Accelerated program, which allows for a master's degree from Agnes Scott College. If you are interested in teaching, we have a partnership with Mercer University for a Master's of Arts in Teaching. And if you are looking more so at nursing, we have a clinical nurse leader partnership with Augusta University. A couple of really important things to highlight, awesome opportunities that are happening right now for students. If you are a high school junior and you want to learn a lot more about Agnes Scott, really get a robust look at our curriculum, our financial aid, our scholarships, kind of tips and tricks on how to apply to Agnes Scott. We are hosting an event on April 10th called Just for Juniors, so just for you. If you're interested in this event, please visit agnescott.edu/visit. And go ahead and for that. If you're a senior and you are still making college, you can apply through the Common App. And something, again, a special opportunity at this time is our Agnes Assurance Plan. So if you are a new applicant to Agnes Scott College and you apply by March 15th and are admitted to the college, we are guaranteeing that we will offer you at least a $20,000 merit-based scholarship for the year, renewable for up to 4 years. So again, a really exciting opportunities for current seniors that are still making their college decisions. In these last couple of minutes, I want to give you a general overview of what admission and financial aid looks like at Agnes Scott. So like many institutions, we are Common App exclusive, and we don't have an application fee for our domestic, DACA, or undocumented students. We engage in a holistic review process, And part of that is being test optional. We have been test optional for over a decade, and I don't anticipate that changing anytime soon. And we even consider you for scholarships based off of that test optional route. Speaking of those scholarships, we offer merit-based scholarships between $18,000 and $25,000. So as a junior, I would love for you to remember the January 15th deadline. If you apply by January 15th, you will automatically be considered for merit-based scholarships at the time of your application review for admission. The top tier scholarship of that range is that $25,000 scholarship called the Trailblazer Scholarship. It is renewable and it is awarded to students admitted to Agnes Scott that have a 3.75 or above GPA. On top of merit-based aid, we do also offer need-based aid for qualifying students. And to kind of try for this need-based aid, we would love if you would fill out the FAFSA if you are eligible to do so. And last but not least, we have some special scholarships at Agnes Scott as well that you can check out on our website and apply for by February 1st. So again, January 15th is really that important deadline for you to remember for our merit-based scholarships. Last but not least, in these last few seconds, if you want to take a screenshot or a photo of this slide, this is how you will know how to stay connected with us. So the QR code will take you to our visit page, agnescott.edu/visit, to register for either Just for Juniors or other opportunities I mentioned. If you want to connect with one of us, please email admission@agnescott.edu and we will get you connected to your counselor. And last but not least, check us out on social media as well. Thanks for your time, and any questions, please feel free to put in the question Q&A.
Very helpful. Thank you so much for all that great information. Again, thank you so much everyone for bearing with us. And we'll continue on and go to the next presenter for tonight, which is from Savannah State University. And any questions, feel free to submit them through the Q&A. And a lot of people find that it's helpful to also include the school that you're referencing if you have specific questions. Over to you for Savannah State University.
All righty, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for having me. Welcome to Savannah State University, the University by the Sea. I am Karsten Tyson. I am the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions here at Savannah State University. And I am really excited to tell you all a few things about some of the great things that we have going on here at Savannah State University. We are about 3.5 hours away from Atlanta, right off the coast. So if you're a beach person, this is the place for you. A few quick points of pride. We are the oldest public HBCU in the state of Georgia. We have a 20-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So our faculty and our staff really get to know our students really well. We have over 75 student organizations and our student enrollment is right over 4,000. So we are a small to mid-sized campus in an urban area, and we are ranked as one of Georgia's most affordable colleges. We are a Division II athletic. We are in the CCAD conference, and schools that we play are Morehouse, Albany State, Fort Valley State, and other colleges along that nature. We have four academic divisions on our campus: the College of Business Administration, the College of Science and Technology, the College of Education, as well as the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Our most popular majors are biology, business, mass comm, criminal justice, and I wanted to point out our marine science program because we are directly off the coast. There's a saltwater marsh on our campus that empties out to the Atlantic Ocean, which is where some of our marine science faculty and staff, as well as students, conduct some of their research. There's so much going on in the city of Savannah. It's a very culturally rich, historic, and arts-driven city. We are test optional for 2021. Not sure what 2022 is going to look like yet. We haven't heard from Board of Regents yet regarding that, but we are test optional. We have scholarship opportunities available. We do for Georgia residents, except the Hope Scholarship, as well as the Zell Miller Scholarship for students that graduate as valedictorian or salutatorian of their graduating class. We also offer scholarships through our honors program, as well as through athletics, as in the band program. So there are lots and lots and lots of really good things that I could talk about. I will put my contact information in the chat. Our application is free. And so, and I will put the link to the application there. And if you all have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And we definitely look forward to working with you and shepherding you through your undergraduate admissions process here at Savannah State University. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you. So certainly last but not least, we'll hear from Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Go ahead and send those questions in that you have last minute. And again, we thank you all for sharing all the great information we're hearing tonight.
Hey, thanks again, Catherine. So sorry for the delay earlier. I'm just gonna, in the year of 2020 and 2021, those things happen. So I'm just gonna share a little bit about the college briefly. I've had the opportunity to work with Georgia Northwestern for 15 years now. And like I mentioned earlier, just honored to be with all the schools here tonight and hear the information. So if you're out there, these schools are phenomenal. I encourage you to check each one of them out. But if you are thinking about staying local, let me tell you a little bit about Georgia Northwestern for just a few moments. Georgia Northwestern, we're a technical college, and we're part of the technical college system of Georgia. So when we say that, for the state of Georgia, you have the Board of Regents university system, and then you have the technical college system of Georgia. And within the technical college system of Georgia, there's 22 technical colleges. We're one of those 22, and we partner together. And each one of the technical colleges, they have a service area that we cover for the state of Georgia. Now, for Georgia Northwestern, we cover the most northwest portion. So we have 9 counties of service in northwest Georgia. So those include Catoosa, Floyd, Gordon, Polk, Walker, Whitfield, Murray, and and a few more. Nine. I'm reading off this right now. So 9 counties that we serve together, and we have 6 campuses within those 9 counties. Okay, and so our mission at GNTC, our mission is to provide quality technical education and workforce development opportunities supporting student success throughout the communities of Northwest Georgia. And we do that in training students and preparing them for a career. So we do that through certificate, diploma, and associate degree. And we sort of focus in sort of 4 areas. Now we have a variety of program offerings, but we sort of break it down in 4 pillar areas, and that's business technologies, health and nursing, industrial technologies, and public service technologies. When we talk about those, let's go back to business for a minute. In the business technologies field, we have everything from accounting to business management. Cybersecurity is a big one now. For the area of Northwest Georgia that we focus in on, logistics and supply chain management is a big one for us. And you can get different opportunities through that. When we talk about, we're in the carpet capital of the world, and also for logistics and transportation. When we talk about Chattanooga, we talk about Dalton and Rome. So logistics and supply chain management is a big one for us. And also we have marketing management and some networking opportunities. So that's sort of the business technologies field. In health and nursing, we have a lot of programs located at our Walker County campus and our Floyd County campus over in Rome. We have LPN. We also have RN program at the Walker campus. Several other medical programs. A lot of those you apply to the college, you take courses, and then you have to apply to the medical program. Everything from diagnostic medical sonography, the teaching of ultrasound, how to be an ultrasound technician, and the list goes on. So we have a list of those. We'd be happy to get out to you. So I've mentioned business technologies. I mentioned health and nursing. We also have a strong field in industrial technologies, and that's well known in what we do and serve in the industry that's in our area. A lot of hands-on things like heat and air, automotive technology, construction management, commercial truck driving, diesel equipment technology, a lot of things in electrical construction, and instrumentation and controls. And of course, welding is a big one for us. And the industries that we help serve, there's always a need for welders. So we have a lot of strong programs in industrial technologies. And to close it out, we have public service technologies, things like basic law enforcement, cosmetology, criminal justice, culinary, and early childhood care and education, and the social work assistant program. So we have a variety of programs at 6 campuses, 9 counties we serve, a lot of things done online. If we can help you out at GNTC, we want to. I'll include that in the chat information. And we just want to be a resource for you. Again, there's a lot of great schools tonight. If you're looking for a local, very affordable option through financial aid, won't get in that a lot, but we can help you out. We do have the Hope Scholarship you might be eligible for, but in the technical college system, you have the Hope Grant opportunity through the state of Georgia, which covers, possibly could cover at least 76% of your tuition, if not more, through applying through other financial aid, doing the FAFSA and stuff like that. So a lot of opportunities, very affordable. If we can help you out, we want to, and we want to be a resource for you. Again, my name's Jason, and I'll include the information in the chat, how to get in contact with me. But thank you, Catherine, for this time.
Of course, we are here to help. So we are nearing the end of the webinar, but we do have a few minutes left. So we do want to open up the floor for our presenters to turn on their video, to unmute themselves. And we do have a few questions to share that will probably help you all as you make your decisions. So the first question we do have for our presenters this evening is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Again, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we can start in the order in which you presented, and we'd love to hear from all of you. So we'll go ahead and start.
Right, I think I'm first from Champlain in Vermont. So I think especially in this year where you guys are all exploring colleges in a very unique way and a unique format, I think my biggest piece of advice is just to kind of look beyond admissions, actually, which is always, some admissions teams are like, oh no, don't check these things out. But, go on to Instagram, see what clubs and activities have Instagrams going, because they're going to be posting stories of live events from their campus. Go on Facebook if you're still active there, or Twitter, just kind of search for the schools, because I think getting a sense of the community vibe now more than ever will be really important in your process to make sure you pick a place that feels good, right, for the next few years.
That's great. I like that suggestion. Mine is usually to not only stay on top of your deadlines, but to stay ahead of your deadlines, because it's very important. We don't want you to miss an important deadline. So focus on the things that you, in this process where you can't control very many parts of this admissions process, the things that you can control are important to focus on. And one of those is very important: staying on top or ahead of your deadlines.
This is Ellis from Columbus College of Art and Design. My biggest piece of advice that I talk about with students, particularly in the arts with an interest there, is to don't count anyone out. Look at a mix of public and private, large and small universities that are entirely focused in the arts, but also maybe have an arts school within a broader range. And don't count anyone out too early because of cost. You never know what kind of individualized financial package each institution will be able to offer you. And they each may be actually quite different depending on what they have available to provide. So like I said, don't count anyone out too early from your kind of top 10 list or race, and go for it. Shoot for the stars, send your application in, and you never know what you might hear back.
I guess I can go real quick, even though we went at the end. My when I share with folks, and I would share this tonight, it's just to find your passion, find what you're interested in. There's a lot of great schools across the nation, across the Southeast region for us as and in the state of Georgia. And it's just finding your passion, what you're interested in. Check out programs, go on tours when it's possible, or reach out to the folks. I know they're eager and willing to talk to you about the program. So you just got to find your fit. And a lot of times people go searching for things and it might be next door. But anyway, I believe in education, and the more you have, the better off you are. So, but if we can help you out, we want to.
Yeah, I think everyone made really good points and covered some of the advice that I usually share with students. What I will also say is that while looking at all these really important factors for college, also think about college as some of your most formative years and what kind of environment you want to be a part of, and not just kind of the academic offerings, which are of course important. But you know, there's research showing that students are going to change their majors so often. They're going to change their career path so often. So think about what kind of place you want to be in that will really form and shape who you will be. And think about things like career agility. What place is going to be able to help build your resilience so you can really talk about your transferable skills when you move from one career to another. So college is about academics and your campus life and things, but it's also about setting you up for the rest of your life. So also thinking about how that environment will help you in the future.
Hey there, everything that my colleagues have said is absolutely true. One thing that I want to mention is that you are your biggest investment, and this choosing a college is probably your first adult decision that you're going to make. And so there's so many things to think about, like cost and everything. The sky's the limit, but during this time of uncertainty, I would really like to iterate. Think about how far away you're willing to be from your family in the event that something happens. You know, how long will it take your family to get to you, or how long will it take you to get your family? Those are real situations. I've lived far away from home. I've lived 15 hours away from home. It's not fun. You miss some things, but as my colleague from Agnes Scott said, you learn to get that resilience and you build up. So everything they said, and you know, some colleges are going to ask for recommendations. Don't hound your English teachers down because they always get hit up. Look for other instructors besides your English teachers, because I was one. They get slammed with recommendations. So definitely remember that you are your biggest investment. The sky's the limit, but think about how far away you want to be from home.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think this was, everyone shared some really valuable advice, and it's great that we can always hear directly from those who are in schools. And I hope that each of you took something away from that and helps you in your college search process. So as we finish up this webinar, I do want to say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all the presenters for sharing wonderful information about your respective schools. As we close, I do want to say that we do have a quick survey. Very quick 4-question survey that will appear when you close your browser. We ask that if you could fill that out. It's really helpful for us to get some valuable feedback. There are more sessions going on tonight. So if you're interested and would like to participate, please sign up for more sessions. And lastly, this recording will be available a week from today at strivescan.com/pro. Hope everyone has a great evening. And again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.